TAF Africa Global presents the first eco-smart city in the Gambia, the TAF City. Located between Gunjur and Sifo, it is 30 minutes away from the Banjul International Airport. At TAF City, you will be able to live, work, play, and shop in a healthy multi-purpose community. This vibrant urban environment will meet your everyday needs with commercial, business, recreational, and other complementary services to increase the value of your home. With up to 5,000 units of affordable homes on a 500-hectare land, TAF City will be twice the size of Banjul. Prime location, stunning properties, and amazing discount of 20% for the first 50 buyers. Make an appointment today to secure your property. For more information, please call +220-776233 or +220-376-2333, or you can send an email to info@tafafricaglobal.com. Better still, visit our office at Madiba Mall, Bruford Gardens Estate. TAF City, a green and smart city accessible to all.
Hello beautiful viewers, we are live at the TAF City again, and today is the big day we've been all waiting for, the foundation laying of the TAF City, which will start this big project in the Gambia as the first city in the Gambia by TAF Africa Global. My name is Mariama Kuli, and today we will show you an overview of the foundation laying. His Excellency the President of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, will be here to lay the foundation, and of course very important dignitaries will also be here. As you can see, we already have guests coming, and the environment looks really beautiful, security is tight, and we can't wait for this event to start. Do join us.
TAF City is an important part of our goal to deliver 1 million homes in sub-Saharan Africa between 2018 and 2038. We have realized that the housing deficit in Africa cannot be solved by just developing housing estates. And as such, the development of cities and micro-cities in the different regions, states, and countries would better alleviate the problem of mass affordable housing delivery. The concept of cities rather than estates also provides other amenities such as education, recreation, factories, and other industries. The development of TAF City is guided by the concept of providing a conducive environment for where residents can live, work, and play, thereby enjoying an excellent quality of life. It is designed to be an eco-friendly smart city with 5,000 homes, incorporating an entire agricultural value chain together with an industrial hub for light manufacturing. The development will also have its own educational and vocational training facilities and state-of-the-art amenities for sports and recreation, places of worship, commercial centers, amongst others. It is envisaged that 60,000 jobs will be created directly and 25 more indirectly jobs will be created through partnerships and collaboration with other actors, which will no doubt contribute significantly and contribute to the much needed reduction of the unemployment rate, particularly amongst the youth. Indeed, our vision is to see the Gambia move towards high-value jobs that focus on adding value in both service and manufacturing sectors in close proximity to people's homes. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, TAF City is the biggest in Africa, being fully developed by one private developer, namely TAF Africa Global, which is registered in 8 African countries. In this regard, the successful launching of the Gambia project can only build confidence with other governments in scaling up and repeating the development in their respective countries. Today, Africa is rapidly moving towards economic integration with the recently launched African Free Trade Area. Against this backdrop, at TAF Africa Global, we view African continent as one marketplace with a human resource and customer base of over 1 billion people. That is the target market for every African undertaking and affords the Gambia enormous opportunities regardless of our size. Our 1 million homes commitment was conceived in this context. At this juncture, I would like to highlight that Africa continues to face considerable challenges in mass housing delivery. Some of these challenges include access to land, financing, and a trained and skilled workforce. Addressing these challenges cannot be left to local and national governments only. Citizens, in particular the private sector, must play an active role in bridging the financing and capacity gaps towards clean, affordable, safe, secure, and sustainable urban housing. Forging partnerships with governments under PPP, that's public-private partnership arrangements, to make the land affordable and accessible without encumbrances is one way to provide viable solutions. In addition to partnering with national and international financial institutions to access affordable financing, both for construction and mortgages for our clients. It is no accident, thus, that 4 of our major partners in this journey are represented here today in this event. The UN Habitat, the primary agency for housing for the United Nations system. Shelter Afrique, a leading housing finance agency in Africa. AfriExim Bank, which finances and facilitates trade between African countries. And then EBIT, which is the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development. Together, we share a common ambition of developing strong and effective partnerships for better managed cities and towns with adequate and affordable housing for our rapid growing populations, with governments as primary enablers. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to announce the setting up of a technical training institute under the TAF Africa Foundation to train youths on much needed skills in support of housing development and to support the implementation of the National Development Plan, with particular emphasis on youth unemployment. In this regard, our aim is to partner with government in responding to the growing housing and infrastructure needs of this nation, which today has a youth population in excess of 60% of the total population. That demographic brings with it an urgent need for quality and affordable housing amongst other demands. Such a task cannot be left to government alone. And I am pleased to report, Mr. President, that in our journey towards this launch today, your government, through the able Minister of Lands, Regional Government, and Religious Affairs, and other government agencies have been committed partners, providing the necessary support and accompaniment for success of this project. We by no means underestimate the value of such commitment and support, and for that, Mr. President, I want on my own behalf and on behalf of TAF Africa Global to thank you for your support, including your presence here today. My thanks to my very supportive family, particularly my wife, who is always by my side. As Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done. At TAF Africa Global, we thrive on challenges and following our dreams. We look forward to welcoming you all as residents of TAF City in the very near future. Thank you.
That Shelter Afrique is a Pan-African housing institution owned by the Gambia and 44 other countries in Africa, including the African Development Bank and Africa Reinsurance Corporation. So Shelter Afrique is owned by the Gambia and other countries in Africa. Our vision is clear: to provide decent and affordable homes for all Africans. And of course, we are dedicated to that mission through the investment of $1.2 billion channeled specifically towards supporting large-scale, low-cost housing in Africa. Our mission is clear: to be the preeminent provider of financial solutions, advisory solutions, research solutions that are geared towards delivering housing in Africa through public-private partnerships in order to sustain sustainable development impact. How do we do it? Since we're a financier and we can't be in all 44 countries, we do it by choosing strategic development partners whose core business is to deliver large-scale housing in Africa, whose vision is aligned to the delivery of housing in Africa. Why is that so? You'll be shocked to know that the shortage of housing in Africa through our Center of Excellence is estimated at 56 million units shortage of housing. Our people are living in substandard conditions. To fund such a shortage, you need at least at an average of $25,000, about $1.3 trillion. That is why we can only deliver housing through sustainable public-private partnerships. It brings me today to recognize Your Excellency, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, that one unique partner that we found in the whole of Africa is TAF Africa Global.
On the 29th of July 2020, the United Nations Human Settlement Program, called UN Habitat, and TAF Africa Global entered a visionary cooperation by the signing of Memorandum of Understanding to develop private sector partnership for the delivery of affordable house throughout Africa. UN Habitat is always eager to see private sector entities like TAF Africa Global emerging and breaking ground on the continent. Cognizant of TAF Global's notable work that transcends the border of the Gambia into 8 other African countries, particularly the project in River State, Nigeria, known as TAF. UN Habitat is an agency mandated by the United Nations General Assembly to promote socially and environmentally sustainable towns and cities with the goal of providing adequate shelter for all. In discharge its duties, affordable housing, urban planning, layout design, incorporating smart cities concept, greening, are areas wherein the agencies provide support to many of its stakeholders, including the like of TAF Africa Global. As Africa is rapidly urbanizing, with more than half of its population living in urban areas by 2040, it's the moment than ever to take a new path toward transforming our cities and human settlement into livable and attractive place for investment. UN Habitat, which is present in more than 24 countries in sub-Saharan Africa, believe that well-planned and managed cities can be engine for economic growth, and private sectors has key role to play in achieving this transformative goal.
TAF City is the biggest affordable housing estate, with residential and other amenities in Africa being developed by TAF Africa Global in the Gambia, a key member countries of the African Export-Import Bank. The African Export-Import Bank was created in 1993 in Abuja, Nigeria, and today has 51 member countries, among which we have the Republic of the Gambia. Your Excellency, TAF Africa Global Limited keeps making Africa proud by being a pan-African real estate development company with presence in 8 African countries, including Nigeria, Togo, Senegal, Cameroon, where I am from, and of course, the Gambia, Mozambique, just to name a few. TAF Africa Global has been identified by AfriExim Bank as an intra-African trade champion, and the bank will work tirelessly to provide advisory, facilitative, and financing support in line with its strategy hinged on 4 pillars, namely intra-African trade, industrialization and export development, trade finance, leadership, and financial soundness and performance. TAF has, over the years, been involved in numerous PPP projects in key cities of the continent. We cite the TAF Special Economic Zone in Gunjur and the Reef TAF Gold Estate in Port Harcourt. Today we are here to witness the foundation stone laying of TAF City, another PPP project with the government of the Gambia.
Your Excellency, the housing deficit in Nigeria is estimated to be around 22 million units, while that of Ghana is pegged at about 1.2 million units. In the Gambia, it is estimated to be around 50,000 units. This phenomenon presents a headache to governments as well as the infrastructure budget, which is hardly enough to accommodate social housing for the masses. The ever-tightening fiscal budget space does not allow for the government to support the provision of affordable housing in scale to accommodate everyone either. This calls for a private sector intervention through private initiative or public-private partnership to help ease the burden. That is what establishments like TAF Africa Global bring to the value to the table, venturing into spaces where others will find it difficult to venture.
To put this occasion into context, let me acknowledge that one of the basic human rights that continue to attract attention is the right to shelter globally, particularly in Africa. Shelter for many households remain largely exclusive, despite government efforts and huge investments in housing estates and other infrastructure development programs. Many homeless persons still roam the streets by day and night in every part of the world. It is obvious, therefore, that collaboration between the public and private sectors remain the surest way of addressing the challenge in countries where poverty rates are high. The need to address the housing dilemma in Africa and my government resolve to strengthen public-private partnership is the reason for our active involvement in this ceremony. Laying the foundation stone for TAF City accords me the opportunity to demonstrate solidarity with a key partner and contributor to development. I will congratulate H.E Mustafa Njai. I came to know H.E Mustafa physically in 1991 when I was the salesman at the Musa Njai and Sons hardware store. He came to the store to buy building materials. He was about to pay, and he opened his bag. He was having a check. I called his attention that we don't accept personal checks. He said, I am Mr. Mustafa Njai. I said, what, Mustafa Njai? That's the time I came to know him. But he has always been very hardworking, very determined, very brave. But I was surprised when he decided to move to Nigeria. I was very skeptical and I was nervous that I think the Nigerian system will be too smart for a Gambian. But I was wrong in my thinking. Today, Mustafa Njai is a household name in Nigeria, the biggest black country in the world and the biggest economy in Africa. So I have no doubt that Mustafa Njai can establish anywhere in Africa if he survives in Nigeria. Congratulations, Mr. Mustafa Njai. From the time I came to know Mustafa Njai in 1991, it is today 30 years. Who would have thought Mustafa Njai will invite me today as President of the Republic to launch TAF City? Mr. Mustafa Njai, thank you very much for the invitation. But I assure you that as President, my government will give Gambian all the support and will create the environment for all businesses to operate in this country peacefully and successfully. So we are calling on all Gambians to try to venture into business. Government is ready to partner with you. No doubt about that. The sky is the limit. As a result, I am here to associate my government with private sector contribution to national development and to appreciate and highlight the excellent work of an illustrious son of the Gambia, Mr. Mustafa Njai. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the development of TAF City occurs me our nation's infrastructure development program as captured in the National Development Plan 2018-2021. It is satisfying and a source of pride as Gambians that TAF Africa Global is among Gambians companies, taking a leadership role in providing safe and comfortable homes in beautiful surroundings that match modern development trends. We referenced to housing estates and for purposes of sustainable development, our ecosystem must be given due consideration and protected. It is appreciated that this project is guided by such wisdom. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when I came to office in 2017, I urged Gambian businesses to seize the new Gambia's opportunity to devise creative ways of attracting and retaining high-value investments for the transformation of our economy. Today, no one doubts that our political environment is conducive enough for all sorts of private sector investments. I still hold the view that as an engine of growth, the private sector or Gambian entrepreneurs need to play a critical role in the country's economic expansion process and own it. The government has amply demonstrated the political will, and we will continue to provide the right policy environment for both public and private sector success in order that we realize our development goals as a nation. Thus, we must not only admit that Gambian entrepreneurs have a major role to play in building a prosperous Gambia, but must also allow and support them to play the role effectively. Distinguished guests, the TAF City initiative is a laudable venture. It will contribute to the realization of the right to shelter, which is also one of the sustainable development goals of the United Nations. Apart from this, the Gambia, with its youthful population, is cultivating the modern culture of maintaining a nucleus family with the lifestyle that goes with it. This calls for matching housing schemes that fulfill such desires. We cannot deny that lifestyles are changing, but there is greater awareness of the importance of healthy lifestyles in clean, safe, and eco-friendly environment. TAF Africa Global intends to provide an integrated scheme that responds to healthy lifestyles in an environment which is safe, able to provide shelter, and has space for agri-business. As reflected in our investments, my government is committed to supporting ventures that ensure food security, promote agriculture as a business, and most importantly, create opportunities for our youth to explore viable sources of livelihoods. This project is one of such ventures. I have noted that TAF City intends to create opportunities where homeowners will engage in different aspects of agriculture to grow what they eat, and assist in lowering the cost of importation of food products through intensive farming. This will certainly boost our economy and attract foreign exchange, as any excess made will be for the open market and exportation. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the skill gap in various technical and engineering sectors, it is the government's policy to enhance skills development at a higher level. One way of doing this is giving priority to STEM and the technical and vocational education training with the required skills. Gambian citizens will perform better and contribute their full quota to development. My recent inauguration of the Ndemban Technical Vocational Engineering Training Center in Fonyi reinforced my belief that skills development in the country will get across all boundaries, including gender and social status. Gambians like Mustafa Njai and TAF Africa Global have demonstrated this and have succeeded internationally. They have impressed expertise and decades of experience to inspire and motivate our youth to effectively develop their skills, especially in construction. I commend TAF Africa Global for their hard work and sense of innovation, and for providing affordable homes and creating job opportunities for young Gambians, both in and outside the country. Mr. Mustafa Njai is a role model, and I hope this ceremony will inspire and encourage our youth to learn from him and use the opportunities before them. Besides the youths, this housing project will solely provide opportunities for the communities in the area and beyond. We are confident that once realized, TAF City will be a fabulous signature and landmark project that will improve the quality of life or living standards of its residents. It is through such unique initiatives that we can transform our landscape and grow our economy. I am bound to congratulate TAF Africa Global and its partners on these great initiatives. Congratulations to you all. Allow me once again to call upon all Gambians for us to renew our commitment to the progress and development of our beloved nation. While government can guarantee the right policy environment, it is up to each of us in the public or private sector to take up the challenge, making the Gambia the envy of our sub-region. Together, we can achieve it through a peaceful and stable environment where all types of investment thrive. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, to formally mark the commencement of this 2-year project, I invite you to join me to lay the foundation stone for the construction of TAF City. May God bless our efforts. Long live the Gambia. Forward ever, backward never. Thank you.
We have come to the end of the big event we've been all looking forward to, the laying of the foundation for the TAF City here in Gunjur by TAF Africa Global. This has been an exciting event, knowing that the President and his delegation came, very important dignitaries came as well, as you can see from the speeches, and Mr. Mustafa Njai himself giving us an overview of what this city is going to look like. So Gambia, this is your opportunity to have a home here in the TAF City, which is the first of its kind here in the Gambia and the biggest city in this region as well. Stay tuned with the rest of our shows on the TAF Hub. I am Mariama Kuli, and yes, still we come your way.